हर पल कैसे कटेगा पल हर पल 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 हर पल कैसे कटेगा पल हर पल ला 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 ला. Hello gardening geeks, welcome back to my channel Gautami's Garden. So here I am today trying to give nutrition to my plant, the special nutrition to my chili plant. So what is this in my hand? This is the soy buttermilk which we commonly use for spraying, especially for chili plants. So talking about nutrition is one of the most commonly asked questions. And not just nutrition, the three most frequently asked questions on gardening to me is soil, water and nutrition. So in today's video, let's discuss about on these three topics in short. Let's get into the video. Frequently asked questions are what soil I use and how much I water my plants and when do I water my plants and what special nutrition I give my plants. So wondering what is in my hand? So this is the used tea powder mixture. I have it. I sun dried this mixture for almost 4 to 5 days so that I can directly put this into the pot and use as my soil mixture. It's totally dry. This is the coco peat which I have in my hand. The advantage of using coco peat as in a soil mix is that it retains the moisture and we need not frequently water the soil. So see how moist it is, you can all make up. This is a mixture of red soil, cow dung which has been dried and then made it into powder and mixed, and it also contains the hay in a dried form, and also the neem leaf powder has been added to it. This is the vermicompost, which is the best nutrition we give to our plants, and this is the normal red soil which we use for our plants as a potting mix. So now let's talk about the composition of using these different type of potting mix. So as I said, this is already a mixture of various nutrients. So when I'm using this as my potting mix, I need not use vermicompost, I need not use tea powder, and I need not use any other composting material. So I will directly add this in the proportion of 80% and 20% of coco peat. This alone would do. So if I do not have the special nutrient mix and I have only red soil, which is very commonly used by all the gardeners, I use red soil in the mixture of 60%, then 20 to 25% of coco peat I add to it, and my nutrients whatever I give, which also includes not just the tea powder mix, I also use my organic compost and then at least 10% of vermicompost. So this will boost the growth of our plants. Let me continue my talk. Meanwhile, I will also pot my tulsi plants. These tulsi plants were given to me by Kalpataru Trust founder Srimati Kavita Srinath. So this was on the eve of National Youth Day, wherein I participated in the walkathon, and to promote greenery, this was given at the end of the walkathon. Thank you so much Kavita Srinath madam for these beautiful tulsi plants, and these are Krishna tulsi plants. Now we are done with the soil mixture. Best nutrition we can also give our plants is the kitchen waste. So what I generally do is I prepare compost out of the kitchen waste. So I definitely will do a separate video on how to make organic compost from the kitchen waste itself. So this is so difficult, By the way, red soil, if at all it forms lumps, you will have to make it or squeeze it into a powder like this, because whenever it forms lumps, it is difficult for the roots to penetrate inside. The soil should always be loose for the plants to grow well. So I think I've cleared the majority of your doubts on soil and nutrition. So meanwhile, I have also repotted my tulsi plant. Let me water my plant. Surprise how I'm going to water. So watering is also one of the essential element to grow the plants. So talking about water, again the most frequently asked questions on watering is when to water, how much to water, and what time should I water. Such multiple questions are asked. So different season we'll have to water the plants at different time intervals. So when it is summer, the preferable time to water the plants is between 7 to 9 a.m. because when you water them at 7 to 9 a.m., between 7 to 9 a.m., later on, the temperature increases and the plants tend to become more dry. If you water it sometime in the evening, there's no point because the plants would have already become dry. So in winter, the best time to water is in the evening because winter and rainy season, the climate will be a little misty, and as such, the moisture content in the air also will be more. So this helps the plant retain its moisture. So by evening, there will be a very little increase in temperature. So when we water them in the evening, they tend to grow better and the soil doesn't dry up. So this is the technique. So next, how much to water? Always check for the soil, the moisture of the soil. See, this is moderately wet because I just watered this plant. Whenever the soil, the topmost layer is totally dry, that is when you will have to water. Not totally dry doesn't mean that it develops cracks, so that's a very bad time to water. Once the soil is dry, you will have to water the plants. And how to water? Generally, people take one bucket and mug and just pour water like this. That's a very wrong technique because when you just pour water with a mug, what happens is there will be delicate leaves which would have come, or the buds which would have developed, or when we sow seeds, they just get disturbed or they get moved or shifted away, which is not really correct. So it has to be very gentle. You get different watering containers, like so many in the market. You can use one of them. If not, the best technique is to reuse plastic bottles like this. See, I have made holes to this cap so that water just comes out like a shower. So this is how we water the plants. Can you see? Doesn't damage at all, doesn't damage the soil at all. So this is one of the best ways to reuse plastic, which I suggest, and contribute our part to the nature. When to repot a plant? When we bring it from the nursery. So whenever we bring a plant from the nursery or from anywhere for that matter, once you shift the plant from its initial place, you will have to wait for at least 24 to 48 hours before repotting a plant. This is what I did here to my tulsi plant. This is because the plant would have got adjusted to certain climatic condition or a certain temperature. So we'll have to let the plant adjust to our temperature because certain places it will be sunny and certain places it will be cloudy or misty, or the environment, it all depends on that. So this after waiting for 24 to 48 hours, we repot, the plant will adjust and sustain to our temperature and our climate. So this is the best advice I give to my gardeners. So continuing about watering the plants, we generally keep such plates, in the market we get such plates to keep them under the pots. This is because by keeping such plates under the pot, the floor will not become dirty. We can ensure that the floor is kept clean, and also whenever we water the plant, so by keeping the pot under this, whenever we water the plant, the water gets collected in this plate itself. So we can use the same water to put it back to the pot. So this is the reason why we use such plates. So we get this for around 20 to 30 rupees per plate in the local nursery. If not, I prefer using such old plates also because we cannot anyway serve in these plates. We can reuse the plastic. Which are the best water, different types of water what we can give? So whenever I wash the rice or boil some vegetables and we don't use the stock, we can use that to water the plants, because they again carry the rich nutrients which helps in growing the plant further and better. So don't waste the water which you use to wash the rice, wash the vegetables, and also to wash different types of dal. And when you boil, don't waste the stock also if you're not using it for your cooking purpose. And can the most other frequently asked question is, should I use hot water, should I use room temperature water, should I use cold water? See, it is always better to use the water which is at room temperature, not extremely hot, not extremely cold. And one tip here I would like to add is, during summer, for plants which need more water, you can add ice cubes directly onto the soil so that it will retain the moisture better. And even if you don't have time to water the plants on that particular day, by putting the ice into this will keep the soil moist, and this won't damage the plant at all. So you can definitely try this tip in summer, and also for those people who stay in places where the temperature is very high. So I think I have cleared all your doubts. If at all you have any further or new doubts, you can ask them in the comment section below. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel Gautami's Garden. You can also follow me on my Facebook page Gautami's Garden. Keep gardening and keep contributing to the carbon sink. Bye bye. See you all next time.